Hey family, welcome back to another video. This is Alysha Wood Survivor here. A couple red signs and red flags from my personal experience from being sexually assaulted from ages 3 to 10, and also with grooming and brainwashing throughout my whole entire childhood up until the beginning of adulthood. Let's get started. One of the red signs and red flags is the way I used to call Joe Jose Galves, and the way he used to say my name. I used to call him Daddy Joe, but in a sexual manner, in front of people, around people, which was a very red sign, red flag of somebody being sexually groomed, brainwashed, sexually assaulted. Another red sign and red flag growing up, I never had anybody to come to parent-teacher night, any school events that you needed your parent there for. They never attend because they're too busy getting high or drunk, which was a red sign and red flag. Being around junkies, people that did not care about me. Another red sign and red flag is always coming to school, picking me up drunk or high. Was a red sign and red flag that something was going on. Another red sign and red flag is in school. Not only would I pass out, is at lunch. I would sit in a corner at recess, not interacting with other kids, just sitting in a corner, staring off into space in my lap, because I was severely depressed. I was. That was a red sign and red flag. I was coming to school with suicidal marks all over my body from self-harming. Was a red sign and red flag. Another red sign and red flag is never having anything to eat at lunch and always being hungry at school. Was a red sign and red flag that people blatantly missed. Also, another red sign and red flag is me being terrified to leave my room at night. Which nobody questioned why or seeked me help for that. Was a red sign and red flag, in my opinion. Another red sign and red flag is always constantly having meltdowns. From being constantly sexually assaulted, groomed, having meltdowns because I didn't want it. Or understand how to process my emotions, so I would just freak out. And these weren't normal tantrums, these were extreme tantrums because I am disabled, so my tantrums are way different than other people's tantrums. I would hold my fists, grind them, scream at people while grinding my teeth, hit people, bite people during my whole childhood because of what was going on. Another red sign and red flag is how young sexually active I became. Playing with myself in the tub, or coming on to other kids in school, or even having my first relationship in grade 1 was a red sign and red flag that something was going on. acting out in school, always skipping class in elementary school, also, and even in high school, was a red sign and a red flag that something was going on.